Hey, I'm back with another book review, and Piggy is too. So this is called Garden of Thorns by Keary Taylor. If you've seen my other videos, you've probably noticed I have done other Keary Taylor books, specifically the Neon Rising saga. I just finished up that one. And also, if you've seen those, you probably know that Keary Taylor is the reason I know that you can self-publish. So anyway, Garden of Thorns is one of 3 books based off of the Descendants universe, which comes from House of Royals. I read that when it first came out. I was reading them right as they were coming out, so I do not remember a lot of what happened. I remember the gist of it. Olivia is the main character in that one, and turns out she is the daughter of a vampire. You can only turn into one of these vampires by having a vampire dad and a human mom, and you have to die, and then you resurrect as this vampire. That being said, you can have bitten vampires, but that became outlawed later for reasons that happened in the first book. So that being said, this is going to contain spoilers for House of Royals. So if you're wanting to read that series, it's good, and it inspired one of my books, The Blood Room. Go check that out before listening to any of these, because I do have a lot to say about the universe and spoilers. So this is Garden of Thorns by Keary Taylor. It takes off with Ian's little sister, Elle. She is great with plants and poisons and all that. She has a tragic backstory when it comes to family stuff, as does Ian. Anyway, this takes off a few years after the last book in the House of Royals series. Elle is living in Boston, and she has her own little plant shop. I want to call it an apothecary. Yeah, it is an apothecary. Look at me knowing words. I'll put the description in the description just because I feel like it's a lot easier to do that for everybody. Basically, what's going on is she has a friend named Kai who is a bitten vampire, meaning he was turned into a vampire because the vampire that bit him drained him of too much blood and the toxins took over his body and he became a vampire. Elle is not a vampire. She is human. She was born from human parents. Ian, her older brother, is a born vampire where their mom had an affair with a vampire. So yeah, anyway, I'm moving on. Elle and Kai take in bitten vampires and cure them. If you recall, I said a few minutes ago, or a minute ago, that is outlawed. There is a king of vampires, his name is King Cyrus. There's a whole thing with him, I'll get into it later. He has outlawed bitten creation. If you are caught or you are found making a bitten, it's sudden death. If you are a bitten, you will die immediately. So what she's doing is she is curing them, which is a no-no. Mainly because King Cyrus, overall, he wants secrecy. There are not that many vampires in the world. There are maybe, I think it was 300 in his court, which are the people that live in his castle with him in Austria. There are not that many. There are billions of humans. If they were to come out, humans would rip them apart, literally. So there's someone starting to create a bunch of bitten, and King Cyrus sends one of his people to check it out and take out the bitten that are found, take out the people that are creating these bitten. And they heard through the radio static that someone was curing bitten, and they thought it would be Elle because of her knowledge with plants and her whatever, and there have been rumors about a cure. I don't remember if there was a cure in the first original House of Royals series. I can't remember, but anyway, long story short, there's a cure and it's a no-no. She almost gets caught, etc. There is a vampire that was taken in the original series. His name is Lexington. I don't remember a lot about it, but if I remember correctly, 2 Callaway, because I think this is what it was talking, 2 of Olivia's people in her house. Oh gosh, and it explained the house system. There are royal born vampires that were born from one of the 2 grandsons of Cyrus, King Cyrus, that he ended up trusting because there was a whole war, etc. Whatever, Malachi and DeMark, can't remember. One of the 2 grandsons, she was born from Henry Callaway, which was a direct descendant, so she is a royal. Olivia is. Anyway, those royals are put in charge of houses all throughout the world. There are 3 in the United States. One of them is in Louisiana. One of them's in the South. The other one is up kind of where Elle is. Elle is far away from home, which is southern-ishness. I miss all the southern stuff. Everything happens in the cities. I want things to happen down here. Anyway, that's what the house is. I feel like I'm getting off track, but this is stuff that you need to know for the stuff. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, that's right. Lexington and one other person was swapped from that house to Olivia's house. So they were swapped. And that house was Charles Allaway. Is it not Calloway for Olivia? I don't remember. Conrath. I keep saying Calloway. I mean Conrath. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to put little things that I mean Conrath. Allaway is up here. Conrath is Olivia's. That is where Elle's family is. And that is where Ian and Olivia are. Okay, Elle is up in Boston, where the Allaway house is. Charles Allaway. Olivia's people killed Charles's sister in a game that Cyrus had them play in the first House of Royals. Wow, there's a lot of backstory to this. And so he believes a sister for a sister, so he's going after Elle. Moving on. Lexington. There's a lot of threads. Lexington, he's a born vampire. He is sent to watch Elle because of this Allaway stuff, and he and Elle hit it off immediately. Romance happens, and then there's a cliffhanger ending, which I think is really well done. That being said, I just finished praising Keary Taylor about the Neuron series for the depth and amazingness of the romantic relationship between Valen and Nova in the Neuron series. This one is like the exact opposite for me. It is insta-love, almost, kind of, sorta, and they get to know each other really fast. That being said, this one was made before Neuron Kingdom, so I know that this is right after House of Royals, so I know she gets better with each book. That's all I gotta say. I wished that there was a re-description of all the characters and kind of who they were, because I haven't read the first part of the series in a long time. But I do have a strong belief that in every book, because books are normally months or years apart from each other, it is super important to re-describe what these characters look like and re-describe what their history is with the main character. I wish that Garden of Thorns had that in it, because there were a lot of names that I was like, I think I remember who that is, or I don't remember who this person is. And there's one person I was like, yeah, I know that person because I remembered them. But other than that, I was like, I don't remember any of these people. Being said, all in all, it was a lot of fun to read. I did enjoy it. I really missed this world. I really missed these vampires. And Keary Taylor always does an amazing job at her storytelling. If this sounds like something that would interest you, the link is in the description as well. Thank you for watching, and I will be back with the second book next time, whenever it gets posted. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.